Hey guys, it's Mike at youarethepath.com. So a subscriber asked me what were my thoughts on getting back with your ex. So, getting back with your ex, is it a good idea? What do you do when an ex gets in touch with you? Well, I don't know what you're going to do or what you would do, but I can share with you what I've done in the past in those situations. So, when an ex gets in touch with you from the past, you don't have to do anything right away. If you don't know how you feel about it, leave it a day. Leave it a week, leave it a month, leave it a year, however long you feel you need to leave it until you know whether you want to respond to that message or whether you're just quite happy to carry on and move on with your life. My mum said to me, if in doubt, do nout. So sometimes it's best just to let it be. Now, with me personally, I have this thing of I've got to be a nice person, and if I don't respond right away, I'm a bad person. That's a belief that I've picked up from society, and it hasn't served me well, that belief, because sometimes I've responded thinking that I need to be a good person, and I've just ended up getting into something that I found it difficult to back out of. So a lot of the times they're responding to you, and it may be out of friendship, but a lot of the times I suspect that they're getting in touch with you because maybe they want some excitement, or they want some company, some love, some attention, whatever. And that's fine. But it's not all about what they want. It's also about what you want. For it to work, it has to be a win-win situation. It's no good if it's a win for them and a loss for you, and you're feeling obligated towards them. If you don't have children with them, you don't owe them anything. So, and I had this discussion with my mentor coach, and he put it across this way. He said, Mike, you don't owe anybody anything. I've got on this call with you because you paid me for coaching. If I didn't get on the call with you, I'd feel bad because I'm obligated to get on the call with you. If you didn't get on the call with me, you'd feel bad because you've booked this time slot, and if I don't meet my responsibility, inherently I'm going to feel bad. So, I don't have agreements and contracts with anyone. Rip up those imaginary contracts. You didn't sign a contract with these people or person that you feel that you need space from. Whatever reason you need the space, take the space. You may find that by giving yourself the space, that there is an opening for that person to come in. So a lot of it can be dependent upon mood as well. I know I'm talking more now about friends and what to do when people are getting in touch with you and you don't feel like you have the space for them. This works both ways as well, because I've learned not to encroach myself upon people. What I'll do is I might shoot out a message, say I want to meet up with someone and I've not spoken to them for a long time, or I'm just getting to know them. I'll shoot out a message first, how are you, to see if there's an opening, to see if that person is open right now, because we can never assume that we know what's going on in that person's life. And if they don't reply to us, this is what we sometimes do. We become a mind reader, and we can come up with the complete wrong end of the stick. We don't know what's going on in that person's life, so we can't assume anything. Give them the space. If there's an opening, great. You can present to them. If there's an opening, a conversation, a dialogue will begin. There's nothing more uncomfortable than when someone is encroaching upon you, and for whatever reason your heart's not open right now, or you've got a lot going on in your head, you're just not open to it, and they're not picking up on the cues. So be aware. Shoot the message out. If you don't get a reply, they're not open right now. Whatever it is they're going through on their path, wish them well. Focus on your path. Focus on finding your inner strength. And sometimes that's difficult to find, that inner strength, and we need mentors who can mirror back to us what we have within us. So it's not the mentor that is doing it. They're just mirroring back to you what you're perhaps struggling to get in touch with by yourself. So that's why we do need, I believe, to have people that are that little bit further along the path than ourselves. When we're unhappy in the present, we try to recreate our past. So if you had a strong physical connection with that person, you may be tempted to go back there because you want an endorphin rush. But what's happened with me is I've gone back there, I've got the endorphin rush, and then I'm thinking, why did I do that? Why did I get involved in that scenario again? And in a way I had to take the long way around. But I had to go through that to learn what I've learned. Now, you may have friends who are going through this same kind of thing. And, anything you say to them, they're going to do what they want to do anyway. And sometimes people have to go to rock bottom. They have to go to the bottom of a situation in order to learn what it is they need to learn about themselves. So some people are compelled to go there, and you can't save them. And if you try to save them, you're losing your energy, and that's going to drain your energy. So you can just tell them what you think, and you can say, hey, this is how I view it. I'll love you nonetheless. Whatever you decide to do, I will love you nonetheless. But if you don't clean up what you've got going on over there, I might not want to be around you. People learn not so much by what you say to them, but by your actions. So people can find a lot of solace and a lot of healing by just being in your presence. So it doesn't always matter so much the information that you share with them, but your whole beingness, the energy that you're giving off, can help people a lot. But we've got to get our own house in order before we can be a healthy, sane influence on anyone. We've got to get our thoughts, deeds, words in alignment with our true selves. So it's a daily practice of being aware. Am I doing this out of a compulsion, or am I doing it out of a conscious choice? And when you're doing things out of compulsion, you're being run by the vehicle, the body. The body is now calling the shots, and it's not fun to be in that place. And no doubt you'll have heard stories of crack addicts and the walking to get the crack. And there's one guy who's saying that he's walking to go and get his crack, but he's crying because he knows he needs to spend the money on food, but he can't help but get the crack because he wants his hit. The body wants the hit. So and that's can be a real dark path to go down. So if you've broken free, keep going. Don't look back. Don't look back. What's back there anyway? It's gone. All we've got is here and now. So I'm going to be talking more about relationships and tying it in with being your true self. Send me your questions to give me ideas of videos to make. Sometimes I don't really like to just pick a topic at random and shoot a video. I want it to have as much impact as possible, so shoot me your questions. If I feel like I can say something about that, if I've had an experience of it myself, I will do. Hope you got something from that. Catch you later, guys. Peace.